So what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? So, one, and they give me a listening here, you understand? In a real life. First person I want to touch upon because she lay out the facts them. In its entirety. I want to big up ABR News TV. Zin? You man big up ABR News TV, yes? For where she put out about the something there. The what do you call it? No, this. Here we go.
Even though 120 sub 3 talks about has held, I would also say that the office of a commissioner is not a public office as defined in the Constitution.
Scenario. But just to ask information, just like that, I don't know if it is appropriate. We're already in the archives of the, and admittedly, I know of one case. And apart
is being done, then it should go to the investigations director. Chair, I'm just
prior.
Bless up, ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Isabella Rose. And in this one, Everall Warmington, a sitting member of the Integrity Commission's Oversight Committee, made some very serious recommendations in wanting Section 63 to be striked out of the Integrity Commission's Act, and also wants the removal of the Auditor General from the Integrity Commission's board. Stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.
This is the reason why I asked for we delete Section 63. Yes. 63 where they got the authority to go back asking for information years prior. 7 years or what have you? But I'm saying the Integrity Commission Act is more than 7 years old. So why would you need to go back another 7 years down the road? So I'm saying there's no need for that. So we have to delete Section 63.
All right, so can we have some guidance from the committee in terms of the timeline that is being recommended?
People want to go on.
Hamilton?
Why we have to go through this? Look, for just a quick second there, man, because this is one another normal. This is dangerous.
Member Golding. I'm in agreement that the Director of Information shouldn't be asking for information after 7 years or 5 years that you would have submitted a declaration. I think that's a bit unreasonable. If it is that an investigation is being done, then it should go to the investigations director and not stay in information. It's whether or not 2 years is reasonable. For me, it's 2 or 3 years. I don't have a difficulty with that period.
Okay. Member Chuck. Yeah, I think the more important point is what Member Robbins has indicated, and also the SG. I don't have a problem, they go back a little, but when you go beyond the time that the person is in public life and ask questions about, did you buy a car in 1991? When you have only been in public life for the last 10 years. I think, and admittedly, I know of one case. And
top up the screen for my people. Top up the screen.
That the member did not actually turn in the certificate of ownership, so it is still in his name, but it has not driven for decades. But they asked about this vehicle, only to be told that the vehicle is a wreck. Again, member chairman, I was asked about 2 companies that at the beginning I said I don't know about these 2 companies. So even except that my secretary had formed 2 companies that law firms usually do in the late 80s or early 90s. And I had to go and check. I asked them, where you get these 2 companies from? And they sent me documents from the company's office. And I had to go and spend money to close them when they were already in the archives of the company's office. And this was long before I went into politics. So I agree with Member Robinson that, persons might come into politics, they might be elected as members of parliament, and within a year or 2, they're being asked for matters that they engage in, decades before. So I would say, Chairman, that somehow we need to limit it, unless they're doing an investigation. If they're doing an investigation, I understand.
5, 7 years.
And I would say a period of, say, 5 years back, but, if they're doing an investigation I guess it's open secret. It's an open, scenario. But just to ask information, just like that, I don't know if it is appropriate.
He also recommended that the Auditor General be removed from the Integrity Commission's board, and they basically used their majority to push through that recommendation. Even though we have the opposition, rejecting same, saying that the Auditor General being on the commission does not affect anything. And he pointed to some various sections, and the Solicitor General had to basically give them clarity. Because why now of all times that they want the Auditor General to be removed? The Integrity Commission has been in place since 2017, since they passed that bill in the Parliament. And so they didn't push for her to be removed from that time. So why all of a sudden? But let me read Section 8 of the 2016 Integrity Commissions Act, and then I let you listen to, Everall Warmington and the Solicitor General, giving him clarity on the term public office, because they only sit there to make the laws for the land, but do they really understand the law when they come out and make utterances like these?
They don't understand nothing. Hey, you see that they're ignorant or they just don't want to learn because they have them agenda, as far as me concerned.
Because they can be in Parliament and
sit. Only government must do the most unconstitutional thing them in Jamaica. Only government will violate the Constitution so much.
On many other boards or commission. So why can't the Auditor General sit on the Integrity Commission board? But let me get into Section 8 of the 2016 Integrity Commission Act, and it says 8.1. Pursuant to Section 5, the Commission shall consist of the following persons appointed as commissioners. A, the Auditor General. B, 4 other persons, hereinafter referred to as appointed commissioners, appointed by the Governor General by instruction in writing after consultation with the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition, and on the approval of.
In recommended to amend Section 8.1a, where appointing the Auditor General be deleted and replaced as Parliament deems appropriate, consistent with the objects and purpose of the Act. The removal of the Auditor General from the Commission does no harm to the integrity of the Commission, as the Auditor General may at any time conduct an audit of the Commissioner's affairs. Furthermore, the Act allows for the Commission to request reports and to enlist the cooperation from all organs of the state. That was deferred.
Right. So we need to make a determination on that. Can we, members, I need to hear from you on this one. Member Guy?
I don't have a difficulty with the Auditor General being a commissioner of the IC. If the basis is that the AG audits that particular commission, I don't think it is done by the AG. In fact, it is not done by the AG.
The Constitution.
Member,
I would say I support the Auditor General remaining a member of the Integrity Commission, and in my understanding, where audits are done of the Integrity Commission, they're done not by the Auditor General's department, but by an independent accounting firm, which removes that issue of a conflict of interest. But I would not support her removal from the Integrity Commission.
Yeah, Member Hamilton.
Big up Julian Robinson for that.
Chair, I would support the proposal for the Auditor General to be removed. The reason I believe that a third party is used currently for audits is because the Auditor General is a part of the Commission. So if it is that office is removed from the Commission, then the Auditor General can undertake the necessary audits as it relates to bodies of that nature. The audits that are currently done are not similar to the audits that the Auditor General would normally do.
And
Member Warmington.
And Section 120, 121, and 122 of the Constitution makes it clear of a responsibility and can't be a part of any of the board or bodies. So, in effect, this is a breach of the Constitution in including her as a commissioner, based on Section 120, 121, and 122 of the Constitution. And this is the basis in which I recommend that, the Auditor General be excluded as a commissioner. Secondly, as member has said here.
Sorry, member, not to interrupt, but SG? Right, because I think I'll need your opinion on this.
Because based on as Member Hamilton says here, the type of audit done by the Auditor General is completely different from the audit you get from private individual. You need performance audit on all of those, and those external bodies do not go in depth or complete audit and report to Parliament as is required by the Auditor General. And that's section 121, 121, and 122 make it clear. That office should not be, the person who will that office should not be involved or be part of any other body or agency within government.
Very well. Any other member? Member Chuck, I see you. But you're on the phone, so. Okay, so SG.
Maybe I need some clarification. So section 120.
Listen to this.
No.
Section 120, subsection 3 says a person who has held the office of Auditor General shall not be eligible for appointment to any other public office. Hold on.
Yeah. No, just relax.
So this is in the, this says a person who has held is not eligible for appointment to any other public office. Also, you have to understand that public office is defined in the Constitution. So public office, as defined in the Constitution, is not the ordinary understanding of public office. So public office means, I will say, office of emolument in the public service. Public service means subject to the provisions of subsections 5 and 6. The service of the Crown in a civil capacity in respect of the government of Jamaica, including service as a member of the Judicial Service Commission, the Public Service Commission, or Public Police Service Commission, and includes public service in respect of the former colony. And subsections 5 and 6 say if it is provided by any law for the time being in office, that an office not being an office constituted by this Constitution shall not be a public office for the purposes of Chapter 5 of this Constitution. This Constitution shall have effect accordingly as if that provision of that law were enacted. And finally, in this Constitution, the public service does not include service in the office of the Governor General, President, Deputy President, Speaker, Deputy Speaker, Minister, Parliamentary Secretary, Leader of the Opposition, Senator, Member of the House of Representatives, Member of the Privy Council, Judge of the Supreme Court, Judge of the Court of Appeal, or Clerk or Deputy Clerk or of either House, or service on the personal staff of the Governor General, or subject to the provisions of Section 79 of this Constitution, service in the Office of Attorney General. So, even though 120 sub 3 talks about has held, I would also say that the office of a commissioner is not a public office as defined in the Constitution.
So having heard all of that, ABR family and viewers, what do y'all think? Drop in the comment section, let me know if you believe that the Auditor General must be removed and Section 63 must be removed, where the Integrity Commission can go as far back as to up to 7 years into them being in public life. Let me hear what I say. I say that the Auditor General must remain on the Integrity Commission board. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel on the road to 30K and beyond. Help me to get there. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.
So people want to hear what the lady says in them, although she recommend to them, say, oh, right, them still not take the recommendation down. Why may I tell you?
I talk for the press. Well, my people, me here for drop the real news, news, reviews, everything in a one right. That's all right. Dear my people.
Listen to this.
Dear Jamaicans, this is what this movie wake up come see. How I go and write this so? Me confused. So you mean to tell me say we're going to sit down and watch as the government remove the last person that can hold any of them accountable? How that makes sense? Where is the outcry? Where is the outrage?
Jamaica, now wake up.
Pamela Monroe Ellis is literally the only person holding this administration accountable right now. And they're not going to sit down and say nothing or do nothing about it. You see, for a little while, I'm telling you, I'm mentally tap out of Jamaica. And anything you're getting now, you deserve. That is my honest opinion. Anything you getting, you deserve. Because you won't resist it, you sit down and you take it because you think it will not affect you. Your country is slowly becoming a dictatorship. Your country is slowly becoming a dictatorship led by a corrupt autocrat.
Yep.
Who don't want nobody tell him when him wrong. Who don't want nobody call out him corruption. The minute you call out him corruption, him either replace you, depose you, or just cut out your administration. Political ombudsman gone. No, him want to get rid of the Auditor General. And then they don't have a problem. Then I said nothing because I'm telling you, say me tap out.
I might be wrong.
My brain officially tap out.
I don't think I am.
Right now, I prefer like just avoid Jamaican politics because as me say, you don't want no better for yourself. So anything you take, you have to get. Anything you get, you have to take. I am just calling this out because I saw it this morning and I am flabbergasted. My gas
Fully
is flabbered.
Yes.
That's the bottom line. But do nothing, Baba. Do nothing. Me never now watch me now. Look, close my eye them. Look another way. Bye.
My wisdom warrior.
So people, I want to ask you one question. You don't realize where we're at in Jamaica right now. You don't see the disgusting behavior. The man in no business, you know. The man in no care how it look, you know. Neither internationally or in terms of well-thinking people about the whole situation, you know. Them just do what them feel like to do before them left office. Right? What else if they would go as far as to do this, ladies and gentlemen, and know how people are gonna look upon it, what they wanna do? Tell me one thing where you think so they wanna do. The man them put in Dennis Chung in the FID, the Prime Minister friend to investigate him. I know they remove the Auditor General that has been doing a great job to tell we what going on with money, for with tax dollars, the trillions of dollars them they been missing in how much industry, in how much ministry. They remove her from the Integrity Commission. And even though the Constitution itself states that there's no need for that, and then go against the recommendation of the Constitution. Well, we're not surprised because they must have violated the Constitution anyway. Right? This is their modus of operandi. Every single 17 times they go to court in the same constitutional court and lose. That are them modus up. Them don't have no regard for the Constitution as it is. See, but they want so because they can't reform it, because Marlon Malawi Fort can't reform it based off of the Constitution as it's set. Them need the opposition to reform it, and the opposition now work with them. Them use them majority in other ways to manipulate the system. I'm not going like say you see that. I'm not going like say you hear them like on the dunce. This have nothing to do with green orange, and that's the truth. Look on what the man them do. The man them is a blatant set of dictatorship vibes the man in the pan right now. This lady has been 30 years, not 30 years, couple decades, the lady at work as the Auditor General. She has an impeccable record. What is the good reason for you to remove her from out of the Integrity Commission? Let me know. We want to explain that in the comment section. Explain it. But we are going to hear what the chief officer saying because this man is really the chief. I want to show you what I'm going to know.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
Listen.
The People's National Party unequivocally condemns the government's latest move to oust the Auditor General as a commissioner of the Integrity Commission. This move represents yet another calculated step in a broader pattern of deliberate and dangerous assaults by this administration on Jamaica's anti-corruption architecture. The Auditor General has been a member of Jamaica's principal integrity oversight bodies since independence. The JLP's argument for the removal of the Auditor General from this critical role is spurious. there is no constitutional or other impediment to having the Integrity Commission audited by the independent professional audit firm, which is a well-established practice utilized by various public sector bodies. The synergistic benefits of the Auditor General being a member of the Integrity Commission in the fight against corruption outweigh the contrived arguments to the contrary, which is why it is specifically provided for in the Integrity Commission Act.
People, when you hear what the man said a while ago, the benefits of the Auditor General being a part of the Integrity Commission far outweigh any risk. I want them a chat about. Because we are looking for accountability, we want to find out how I thief them so they can get locked up wherever they are. PNP or JLP, in a business. Corruption a freak up the country. And it's on an all-time high. You know, so we're on the corruption index. Below 50, it's bad. We are 41. Anything below 50 is bad. I'll be a transnational organized crime going to Jamaica. You can't stay there. You better wake up here.
That was passed under this administration. This latest move must be seen in the context of a broader, deeply troubling pattern under the JLP government. Leading members of the government continuously attack the Integrity Commission. Everett Wilmington MP has led a crusade of misinformation in an attempt to dismantle the Integrity Commission.
Facts.
Justice Minister...
Yo, me say me glad say Marky G. You know me I go and record this and post your morning because this need crowd.
Elroy Chuck provided misguided encouragement of parliamentarians not to submit statutory declarations, including information for their spouses, which was a clear breach of their statutory duty under the Act. The Prime Minister himself has gone as far as to file a lawsuit to challenge the Integrity Commission Act itself and the very offense of illicit enrichment for which he is under investigation. And then there is a recent appointment of someone who is fundamentally compromised and unqualified to lead the Financial Investigations Division. These are not isolated incidents. This is an unprecedented and dangerous trend that seeks to intimidate and discredit the very institutions tasked with promoting integrity in public life. These are deliberate and coordinated actions by a government that has shown increasing hostility to scrutiny and accountability. What we are witnessing is a step towards tyranny, as institutions which are designed to protect the people from financial abuse of power are being stripped of their independence, weakened, and politicized. The PNP will not allow this to continue. If the government carries through this latest move, the PNP, when in government, will restore the Auditor General as a commissioner of the Integrity Commission.
One Marky G, you hear that? One Marky G. The man got undo all his skullduggery with the man I do now. Remember that.
We will safeguard our anti-corruption institutions, ensuring that they remain independent, fully resourced, and above political interference. We will introduce long overdue legislation for unexplained wealth orders, which are another critical anti-corruption tool that this government has reneged on. And we will amend the Constitution to enable the impeachment of delinquent parliamentarians. The Jamaican people deserve better than a government that is at war with good governance. The PNP calls on the private sector, the churches, civil society, trade unions, and indeed all right thinking Jamaicans.
Marky G, don't call upon the church them. The JCC sell out general. Them sell out. Them don't sell out already. We see that from when them tell the people them say, give us some, we are exercising patience. Patience for the IC report on the Prime Minister. No, them now, don't look to the churches them. Look to Mark Stewart, Peter Chambers, Mr. Shuttleworth and them type of people. But you see, me and church them, don't look to them, Marky G. We can't look to them. Don't even call upon them. Them now answer no call.
To stand up and speak out against the systemic dismantling of our democratic safeguards. We must defend the institutions that protect our future.
Visit our website.
People, I have to tell you this. This requires action. Kind of tired in a one look away. Me not understand, like me not really get how one so callous and just alright with everything and one just a easy back with everything what the man them do. And when I show on discuss, one just attack. United, we stand divided, we fall, you know. A foolish is the man them going with, you know. I want to know that, you know, take rocket science to see it, brother. The man them destroy all of the institutions of accountability. All the individuals we are going to hold them accountable. The man them destroy them and I take them out. Right? And it's clear if you see that. Them not like accountability. They don't like to be checked. That's why them stop sending the water sample to the KSAMC so they can know what going on with it. You don't notice that? You don't notice that you guys don't notice that they have stopped sending water sample. And they find out say doo-doo in the water, E. coli in the water. You don't notice that the man then decides to them nah put out no more report to the KSAMC. The man them don't like accountability, brother. So the man them can ask because of Babson and send E. coli in our water. And if we just drink E. coli, well, I go think some not drink pipe water still on a personally. You feel me I deal with? But for people them we can't afford bottled water and if you drink from the pipe, me feel it for because there's a possibility. You know hear what going on White River? You don't know read the newspaper? You don't know hear the test them with the happen with White River water. E. coli again. And the man you want to hide these things from you. And you can't trust one government like this. Yo, I want to the man. You better take sleep mark, death to blows and scare them man you wicked, brother.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
The People's National Party unequivocally condemns the government's latest move to oust the Auditor General as a commissioner of the Integrity Commission. This move represents yet another calculated step in a broader pattern of deliberate and dangerous assaults by this administration on Jamaica's anti-corruption architecture. The Auditor General has been a member of...
I remember say this. If you are somebody who move with integrity, you know, I like myself, I don't have an issue with the police because I know I'm not doing anything illegal. I personally don't have an issue with the police, you know. Me like when police they all about the place. Me like our place a camera there. Cause me no thief. You understand? Just look on the logic so when me I say. Why you only want somebody we are going to hold you accountable? Me want to be held accountable. Me not, listen, me show you how deep me pre-accountability. Alright, boom. You have a child. You're not going to leave me alone at home with the child, you know? No, if me talk, me not depend that. Because I don't want to in one position where one lie tell upon me and my reputation smeared. So here we are going. You're not going to leave me alone with your child, you know? It's not going to happen. I can tell you that. You're going to leave somebody else, not me. That me hold myself accountable. So me want as much accountability around me as possible if I'm a clean person. I don't get offended by you holding me accountable like how Prime Minister get offended by the Auditor General. Earlier, me read the article when he attacked the lady January 19th and January 18th in the Gleaner and the Observer about the findings of the special housing program, the overlapping money I give 2, 3, 4 times to people. The reporter should come out with, oh, I reject it. Oh, yeah, we're not business if you reject it. I want you woman to see. The evidence, the numbers is there, the people, the record, it's there. We're not business where you reject. But him have this dictatorship energy where is, oh, how dare you question me? Like say him a God alone, they can't question, you know? No man on earth, no unquestionable, you know? So I don't really understand theme energy, you know, brother. I don't understand how people put up with it neither and I defend it. The man it's clear as day who this man is. Him is so blatant right now and desperate The things them we do supposed to open no eye them wide if you tell you know who this blurt now man is. You understand? So me there me express my blurt now disgust in a real life. Cause it's not ready. It's not
Jamaica's
ready.
principal integrity oversight bodies since independence. The JLP's argument for the removal of the Auditor General from this critical role is spurious. There is no constitutional or other impediment to having the Integrity Commission audited by the independent professional audit firm, which is a well-established practice utilized by various public sector bodies. The synergistic benefits of the Auditor General being a member of the Integrity Commission in the fight against corruption outweigh the contrived arguments to the contrary, which is why it is specifically provided for in the Integrity Commission Act that was passed under this administration. This latest move must be seen in the context of a broader, deeply troubling pattern under the JLP government. Leading members of the government continuously attack the Integrity Commission. Everett Wilmington MP has led a crusade of misinformation in an attempt to dismantle the Integrity Commission. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck provided misguided encouragement of parliamentarians not to submit statutory declarations, including information for their spouses, which was a clear...
Remember that? And Ramsey, where I deal with. Remember when Delroy Chuck tell the people in the parliament say, no man, you not forgive them. No. Just tell them say this man, just tell them say that. Remember that? This man is supposed to be the Minister of Justice, but he's obstructing justice. What can go so? Obstruction of a lawful investigation. Giving the people them horrible advice as a justice minister. Oh, you trust them people here? You see, I mean, I rank somebody them make start follow politics, you know, because I never used to follow them up, you know. I never used to listen to news. I never used to do none of that. You see, from I start read, I start follow it up, I start realize the people we have in a position. And the type of people is like we have a wrong character them in a position them with them into. Delroy Chuck need to come down, brother. He need to lift up. Like fire there under him foot and move from out of Minister of Justice. You understand what I say? Chung, listen me man, my mother start talk about that. And film alleged. What them call it, WikiLeaks file. Him getting a position with him in with that the file. Public blur knowledge. Him get in the position with them the file there, or him reach as Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Security. Two are the most important posts. Jamaica, you know say we have our national security has been severely breached. You know say our national security has been severely breached. You understand the gravity of what going on in Jamaica, you know? You know, say, have an Israeli national in our government. You know what Israel do to them people? And how the president over there rule now? Why did you think they were carrying the NIDS? The unconstitutional identification system that they went to court for and lost and had to remix it. Why you think them carrying that? People no wake up. The man make big chess moves to put you right back in slavery. Big. No joke about that. That's not innuendo. That's a real talk. Evidence that ever show that. The man make big moves for we as regular black people in Jamaica can't afford a house. You know, see, house them when the man bill and the price tag them. If you don't want something already, you know, God help you, you know. And this is government, you know, if you don't own something already, God help you. Yo, you can work 30, 40 years, man. You hear me say a while ago? Cost of living high. And you still won't own a home under this regime. The way how them go. Because the prices of the real estate, the building them go up and up and up. Them not going down. They depend on even the NHT building them. where them a push out. Over the reach of the people them. The man them not consider poor people, and the man them a grape the country, dry our resources, rural read, cruel read, in a education, look on the case of the pan him. Look for the character them. You know my mother always tell me, show me a company, let me tell you who you are. If you are rolled a bunch of criminal, what you think me gonna get? No one criminal too. Period. Point blank. You're a criminal that's a rub shoulder on our friends, so you're a criminal too, brother. By proxy. All police are gonna think that car. Anyhow, you in a wrong place at the wrong time and police come for somebody and you them get dirty. You probably are gonna get dirty, you know. You're in a wrong place at the wrong time. They're gonna take you as one of them. So look upon who these people associate themselves with and who them back up and them cuddle. And then look upon actions like this. One in a January in condemn the lady, and now in a not June, the lady lose her post in the Integrity Commission. You guys think this is a coincidence? And Dennis Strong was appointed the FID director of investigation for investigating friend and Jonas. Come like on a blind to blow, sir.
Breach of their statutory duty under the Act. The Prime Minister himself has gone as far as to file a lawsuit to challenge the Integrity Commission Act itself and the very offense of illicit enrichment for which he is under investigation. And then there is a recent appointment of someone who is fundamentally compromised and unqualified to lead the Financial Investigations Division. These are not isolated incidents. This is an unprecedented and dangerous trend that seeks to intimidate and discredit the very institutions tasked with promoting integrity in public life. These are deliberate and coordinated actions by a government that has shown increasing hostility to scrutiny and accountability. What we are witnessing is a step towards tyranny, as institutions which are designed to protect the people from financial abuse of power are being stripped of their independence, weakened, and politicized. The PNP will not allow this to continue. If the government carries through this latest move, the PNP, when in government, will restore the Auditor General as a commissioner of the Integrity Commission. We will safeguard our anti-corruption institutions, ensuring that they remain independent, fully resourced, and above political interference. We will introduce long overdue legislation for unexplained wealth orders, which are another critical anti-corruption tool that this government has reneged on. And we will amend the Constitution to enable the impeachment of delinquent parliamentarians. The Jamaican people deserve better than a government that is at war with good governance. The PNP calls on the private sector, the churches, civil society, trade unions, and indeed all right-thinking Jamaicans to stand up and speak out against the systemic dismantling of our democratic safeguards. We must defend the institutions that protect our future.
Visit our website at...
People, I'm going to left you right there, so you see me. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. At 60, I don't watch you, I don't even like up your life, man. At 80, I had about 90 people a day a while ago, I don't even like up your life. You know, come on, man. Hit up the like button before you exit. Zine, I feel like I have to even talk more upon this, but I'm going to do a recording tonight and kind of lay down all of my thoughts them and post it tomorrow morning. Zine, so until then, I'm going to go and watch out for the post them, because you know, we post anytime of night, anytime of day. You understand? Bolo VNR 2.0. The word is love. Follow me on all platforms. Alright, and big up to the donators them. Zane, that is it.